You, want to know about Procreate Dreams? So I am still new to Procreate Dreams because it's new. Hopefully this video can help you also know about Procreate Dreams. So what you're gonna first see here is you're gonna open the app and you're gonna be greeted with all these animations that Procreate provides to make you feel bad. Well, why don't we first start with clicking the little plus button, and you're gonna be like, whoa, look at all these aspect ratios. And you're gonna see like drawing versus empty. I'm gonna click empty, but basically what drawing does is it provides you with a track, and it already gives you, it kind of just already gives you a like drawing to start out with. It just kind of starts me off with drawing. I don't know if you know this, but this app, it's for drawing. Why don't we start with project settings? So how do you access that? Well, basically, you can start by clicking on like where it says Dream 5, or you know where the title of the project is. You can click that, and that'll just give you a bunch of different whatchamacallit, like settings. I'm not gonna go into those, but that you can kind of look into what all of these do. How do you get back to where all the stuff was? You go to gallery mode. That's all that blotches of squares over there. So if you want to like edit other stuff, you can click and hold on the project, and that'll just give you some other options and stuff to do. Procreate Dreams tutorial. Yeah, I'm an adult. So there are essentially 4 modes. There's the drawing mode, where you can draw stuff. There's the timeline mode, where you can edit stuff. If you want to edit multiple frames, you can take your little pencil here, and you could just kind of whoa, and that'll select a bunch, and then you can kind of edit them all together. Action mode. It records your actions and sets automatic keyframes automatically. If I click it and I go it'll record that, and that will be the animation. The animation will move like that. So you can sort of drag around the animation as you so desire. Now you might be like, Matthew, that's 3 modes. But did you pay attention? If you click on whatever mode you're on, you enter this invisible secret nothing mode. This is where the transform tool is. That's where the transform tool is. It's important because it's invisible. Hi, it's me from the frickin' future. Very important thing to note. If you tap with 2 fingers, that's the undo. So if I tap with 2 fingers, that undoes things. If I tap with 3 fingers, that's redo. So 2, undo. 3, redo. Invisible buttons that I had to look up on YouTube. Next, we can talk about grouping and ungrouping. Say I want to group these 2 drawings together. I'm like, these 2 drawings, they belong together. I select them, and I click and hold, and that'll give me a few options, but the one I want to focus on is group. Whoa! It's one thing. How do I undo that? Now you might have it selected, and when you click and hold, you're like, where's the ungroup place? It's a little stupid. If you unselect it and you just click and hold, boom, ungroup. Also a little tip on navigating the timeline: if you use 3 fingers and you just kind of scrub it around, side to side will kind of squish and squash the timeline, whereas up and down will squish and squash it the other way. That's just a way of navigating. Next, there's the interesting thing of masking. So say I got these squibbly squabbleos, and I want to put something in that squibbly squabbleau, or I want to put that squibbly squabbleau in something. Simply add another track. I can click and hold, and I can click mask. Now clipping mask will put it inside of the squibble squabble, or inside the layer under it. I'm sorry I'm talking like this. And layer mask will sort of make the track options, just shows you ways to edit the track. So if I want to show it if I want to hide the track, or if I just want to flat out delete the track. That's where you do it. Drawing basics. Let's go back to just how exactly, let's go into more detail on how to draw exactly. So up here you'll see the drawing feature. If you click on that, you get all of those different wonderful drawing brushes. And then here's the smudging tool, where if you click on that, you'll also get different smudging brushes. If you click on this, guess what? And then this is where the layers are. Every frame has its own set of layers. So if I add a bunch of layers and I go, if I go to the next frame, you'll notice that the layers are not there. That's because layers are only contained in each frame. And then over here you have the color choices, where you can change around the colors and whatnot, and you can have 2 different color changes, so you can just kind of swap back and forth between these if you so desire. I want to be back in red. Make me back in red, please! And now you might have already heard this complaint, but there is no lasso tool! I will say it doesn't bother me that much because I don't use the lasso tool a lot in animating, but I understand where the frustration might be coming from. If you want to adjust just like a part of your animation, you won't be able to do that because you can't select a part of the animation. You can only select the whole thing. Next, animation tools. How do you start animating? You might have noticed that if you try drawing a new frame, it's like frickin' forever long. It goes all the way to the end, and you might be tempted to just try to drag it all the way back to like a single frame, and then try to inch your cursor over there and try drawing. Oh, there it goes again. It's freaking long. Let me try dragging it back and then moving it over. And there's a space. Don't do that. What you want to do instead is go over a drawing and double click it. And what you will notice is that that allows you to edit the drawing frame by frame. So if I click the little plus, that adds a new drawing. If I click a little plus, that adds another drawing. And I can start drawing frame by frame. Now, if I want to draw every other frame, I simply just have to move it over and then plus, move it over and plus. Very easy. Another thing, you see this little slider here? Now, if you slide that all the way up, you turn into flipbook mode. And what flipbook mode allows you to do is it allows you to flip back and forth between your drawings. I can sort of use this flipping back and forth as a way to help me animate. Now, for all you onion skin lovers, there's also onion skin. So if I want to bring it back to timeline, I either click the little X or I just slam it down because I'm aggressive and I want to slam it back into timeline mode. See, where you see this little timestamp thing, you want to click on that. And what that'll do is it'll show you your onion skin. So you can show onion skin, and you can edit onion skin. You can change what colors you want for backwards and forwards, the opacity, the frames, etc. Now we're gonna get into the spicy little deets, the details, the little. You see this little clapperboard? Well, click on the clapperboard. See what it gives you. Whoa! You see move, filter, and edit. And these are all actions. So move will allow you to move it around. You can kind of warp it or whatever, and then it'll automatically sort of fill it in within each frame, of course. If I want to set it here, then you can see that it automatically filled in the in-between. So that's real helpful. Filter, you can look through these, but basically it does the same thing. You can kind of set a blurring effect, and just go in, and it'll clear that up for you. Edit only has one option. I don't know why they called it edit. Why don't they just call it split? Just basically, if you're in a group, it helps you cut up the drawings. Another thing to note about the timeline is that it only plays whatever's like in view. So if I want to play the whole thing, that's okay. If I only want to play a specific part of the animation, I just zoom in and it'll only play that part. But yeah, I think that's everything. It might not be everything on the app, but it's everything that I know or can think of right now. Hopefully that's helpful. I don't know. I just know that this is a new app and I had a lot of trouble navigating it, so hopefully you will have a little less trouble navigating it. Can't wait to see what people do with this surprisingly only $20 software. I've been doing some pretty incredible things on it myself, as you can see. Yeah? Eh? 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 You like that? You like what I did there? It's on Procreate Dreams.